Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I am not used to having people working in my house all day while I record my videos. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to people. It's like having somebody sitting in a room listening to you while you record this. Even though there are thousands of people that listen to me, it's still weird if people can hear me like while I'm doing it for some reason. I don't know. Okay. But let me show you what I thought was a really good clip from BitBoy about what I agree with, which is that XRP is the most undervalued digital asset in the world.
We now have 1 million XRP tokens, and we are ready to see that turn into $15 million by, in a very short period of time. We do believe XRP is the case going to be over soon. So we got this news of this whale dumping the price, pushed it below $1. What an unbelievable price at this stage of the bull market to get XRP for. We put our money where our mouth is. We bought an additional $130,000 worth of XRP to get us up over the 1 million XRP mark. Now, suddenly we got this story where now the day after we cover that one, nodes fell out of sync for Ripple. Oh God, Ripple's not going to work. Don't buy XRP. What a terrible project. You guys see the FUD narrative and how it works? You guys see how when the FUD stories come out, and they're truly FUD stories, it's just hit after hit after hit after hit. This is why Ripple or XRP has had a hard time finding footing, even though other coins are going up. It's only up to $1.02 right now. It should be much higher. When you look at prices of where coins can be, there is not a single coin out there. And hear me on this. There's not one coin out there that exists that is more undervalued than XRP is at this time right now. And your time is running out to load up because it will be mooning very, very, very soon. If Bitcoin starts running, it will start running. It'll get back over that $1.35 hump, heading back towards $2. And then before you know it, it's going to be too late, and you're going to have missed out.
Yep, that's what I think. I think it's the most undervalued, and I think that people have looked at this thing for about 8 years now, and I think that there will be a day coming sooner rather than later when it's just too freaking late. Too late. That's going to happen. In fact, most undervalued, that sounds like thumbnail, or too late, moon soon. That's another, I have to write these things down or I'll forget. Okay, check this out. So this is from the Flare Networks, probably the best explanation of Flare on Twitter. I like this too, from Santiago Velez. Combining liquidity from multiple ecosystems into one for cross-chain interoperability on a common smart contracts platform. It's the United Nations of smart contracts for digital assets that don't have native smart contracts. XRP, XLM, Bitcoin, Litecoin, etc. You could add ETH also. That sounds like a shot. Okay. Then John Deaton had said this about the conference today. Every elected representative needs to watch today's talk. If we already have an existing adequate digital currency, why is Chris Giancarlo working on the digital dollar? Why are there discussions of CBDC? Why did he dismiss digital assets, saying they're used for criminal activity? Listen.
You use the word digital assets. We already have digital assets. The US dollar, the euro, the yen, and most of the 7,000 public companies are digital, meaning you buy and sell stock and it's digital. You buy and sell bonds, treasury. There's no physical treasury debt any longer. So I tend to call these crypto assets. You used the word.
Okay, the more I see out of this guy, the more I think that we are watching a freaking game, folks. I mean, nothing this guy's spouting off makes any sense against the backdrop of the government having let this space grow in the wild for 8 to 10 years now. They've basically let it go, and now he's just going to come in and clamp down on everything. Maybe that makes sense if he's just been waiting on his Wall Street buddies. Okay, Eleanor Terrett said, I just caught up, this was at the conference today, just caught up with John Deaton at the summit. He summed up his takeaway from the conversation between Jay Clayton and Gary Gensler with one statement: the crypto space should be very worried. Regulation by enforcement is here to stay. Then she said, great conversation with Brian Brooks and Crypto Dad, which is Chris Giancarlo, on how to approach crypto regulations. Brooks made a joke about the SEC regulation by enforcement approach. I think everyone knows it's definitely a thing. And then we got this from John Deaton. This answer by Jay Clayton was the biggest "are you kidding me" moment. It was also consistent with Charles Gasparino and Eleanor Terrett's reporting that Clayton likes to defer to the staff. Newsflash, the staff didn't vote for the enforcement action against Ripple and XRP. You did. And here's what he said. He said, I was surprised, and let people know that securities laws apply. Give them time to comply. Then people who didn't comply, like, these aren't my decisions. These are the staff decisions as to pursuing cases and the like. No, Jay Clayton was, I think he was literally the deciding vote. And he could have recused himself like he did against all his like he would have against all of his Goldman Sachs buddies if they were up for a vote, because he couldn't vote on those things. Okay, and then Market Watch put this out. Crypto exchanges thought that they could throw a fastball by the SEC, but enforcement is coming. I've been saying this kind of for a while. Here's the way I think this goes down. I think a couple of them get to survive, or allowed to survive, or have gotten their securities license, but have been allowed to get their securities license, like a Coinbase. And I think that the rest, I think he's going to take this asset class, and I think the plan always was he's going to hand it to his Wall Street buddies at JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs and say, oh, it's fine. If you've got crypto and you had them on one of these exchanges that I've now taken out, you can just put it over at JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. There you go. Problem solved. And John Deaton picked up on it too. He said, after listening to this fireside chat today, don't be surprised if exchanges get sued soon. The SEC won't say which assets are securities, but expect exchanges to get a securities broker license to sell securities. That was the plan all along, folks. Now, I Am Legion had tweeted this out today. As soon as you ask, what are the exact criteria for a blockchain DLT project to become sufficient decentralized in order not to be deemed a security, the house of cards comes tumbling down. And I retweeted this and I said, it's by design. Get Bitcoin and Ethereum through the door, keep it intentionally vague so you can go after anyone that tries to find out more about becoming decentralized and how to do it. If they come to see you, as Gary Gensler keeps saying he wants them to do, all they're doing at the SEC is gathering info so that they can use it in their suit against you. It's a pretty genius plan, right? Or nefarious, however you look at it. Okay, Bank XRP had put this out. U.S. Department of Justice sharpens its cryptocurrency enforcement focus. This is the DOJ has created an entire wing for going after crypto crimes. We're all for that. If people are committing crimes, like for instance, and I put underneath this is Chairwoman Maxine Waters had announced today. Remember that those people that were from crypto that are gonna go in front of Congress on December the 8th. The CEOs have been named. Jeremy Allaire, the CEO of Circle, Sam Bankman-Fried, CEO of FTX, Brian Brooks, CEO of Bitfury, Chad Cascarilla, CEO of Paxos, Danelle Dixon, CEO of Stellar, Alicia Haas, CEO of Coinbase, and CFO Coinbase Global. Nobody from Ripple will get to be there. That doesn't surprise me at all. But back to this. Since the DOJ has a whole unit now that's dedicated to this, I asked, why is Joseph Lubin, CEO of Consensus, not going to be in front of Congress? Because This is him right
Be a
here.
limit on the amount that a person could invest in Ethereum.
A person can buy from any number of different identities. We may limit the size, the unit size of a sale, just to make it easier to disguise. Let's say if you're a whale and you want some privacy, you can buy 50,000 units and so nobody scares people with an enormous initial purchase. So if you are a whale, if you want planning on investing several million US dollars worth, then you can do that for multiple identities. We will ask for a real-world identity in the form of an email address, just so that we can make sure that everything works smoothly the whole way through the process. But we won't be requiring it. So we can create a pseudonymous email and identity and actually purchase it. In terms of total cap,
Okay, I think you get the picture. I think the DOJ, Justice Department, FBI, SEC, I think they all get the picture. The question is, do we have law enforcement that cares about enforcing the law anymore? That's the question. Okay, Gary Gensler tomorrow is going to have his investor advisory committee meeting, and it's going to be public. And number one on the agenda is crypto and digital assets. This could be interesting. And then we have this. Facebook today ended its ban on cryptocurrency ads. So you better believe they know something's coming, folks. All right, I was going to finish this up by letting you know that Link2 is going to have they're having their global investor conference. It's going to be December 7th, and they're having a contest with it. You can join Global Conference, use code Lisbon at the checkout to enter a raffle for a week-long learning experience in Lisbon. So they're having a contest there. So if you want to go, and they're going to have at their conference, they're going to have experts covering NFTs, metaverse, crypto, DeFi, Ethereum, gaming, and more. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family to go sign up for the Link2 Global Investor Conference.